Trump hat, I'll give you my presidential hat. Presidential seal on it.
You want to autograph it?
Oh, sure, I'll autograph it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember your name?
I don't remember my name. I'm slow.
You're an old part. You're an old part.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm an old guy.
And you're an old part.
I know you would know about that.
What?
About being old.
Oh, I know.
All right.
I'm a young timer.
He reminds me of the guys I grew up with. There was always one in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I'm the other one.
There you go, man. I need that hat.
You want my autograph?
Hell no.
You know my name. Come on.
I ain't going that far.
Yeah. Instead you do a selfie. There you go.
Just remember, no eating dogs and cats.
Hey, they're good.
Thank you.
They're good. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I hope you like the pizza.
Huh?
You guys picked the best to get. I don't know where it's
Gang, if Biden were trying to sabotage Kamala's campaign, he couldn't have done it better than what he did yesterday. Ironically, at a Pennsylvania fire station. And that's because Kamala's campaign is going down in flames. We got a brand new poll out that's showing nothing less than a massive Trump landslide in the making. This is going to absolutely blow you away. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to keep you sane in these insane times. You know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You are not going to want to miss a single episode of poll analysis and trend alerts as we head on in to November. So once again, make sure you smack that bell and subscribe button. Now, before we dive into this new poll that's absolutely catastrophic for Kamala, where do you see this? Another catastrophe we're all feeling is the stress of rising costs. But one of the worst offenders isn't gas or groceries, it's healthcare. Health insurance premiums alone have increased 47% over the past 10 years. It's crazy. So ask yourself, is your money being optimized? Are your doctors following the traditional sick care model? At the wellness company, they take a different path. They blend holistic, naturalistic, and preventative medicine while cutting out the middlemen and government bureaucrats. And that is how they created the One Wellness Elite membership. Gang, this is care for the modern era. Here's how it works. For only $100 a month, you get 2 free medical-grade nutraceuticals per month. You get free prescriptions on over 800 of the most common medications. You get access to concierge telemedicine available in a moment's notice, which is absolutely free. Plus, you get an additional 15% off all supplements or emergency kits. I mean, it's amazing. Now, if your expenses per month between supplements, prescriptions, and doctor visits is $100 or more, then you absolutely should consider the One Wellness Elite membership. Click on that link below to find out more. It's care you'll actually use every month and save money along the way. It's not insurance, it's well care. Click on that link below right now. Nobody believed it at first. I mean, woke libs were hysterically claiming at the beginning that this was AI or some other kind of video editing. But now we have confirmation from multiple video angles that Biden did indeed put on a Trump hat yesterday for all to see. He was visiting a fire station in Shanksville, Pennsylvania that was ironically filled with Trump supporters. And one of them got him to put on a Trump hat. Then he said to him, "I'm proud of you now, you old fart." I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And it didn't stop there. Biden actually took pictures with a bunch of MAGA supporters. I mean, look at these kids' shirts. They're all wearing Trump gear. It's absolutely hilarious. And perhaps, just perhaps, it's all because Biden saw the latest Pew poll that just came out that has the Democrats absolutely melting down. And I'm not even remotely exaggerating. It's a brand new Pew Research poll. It just dropped. And at first glance, you might not think much of it. It has both Trump and Harris tied. They're showing both candidates getting 49% support nationally. But when you dive into the crosstabs of this poll and you look at its historical context, the numbers are absolutely devastating. I mean devastating for Harris. So first and foremost, historical context. Pew, at this time in the race back in 2020, Pew had Biden up by 10. Let that hit you. Biden at this same time in the race in 2020 was, according to this same survey, he was up 10 points in an election that came down to 40,000 votes, 10,000 in Arizona, 10,000 in Georgia, 20,000 in Wisconsin. So in other words, if Kamala wants to win this election by 40,000 votes, by a squeaker, she needs a 10-point lead in the national average right now. And right now, they're tied. She's down 9 from that. This is one of the reasons why the polling analyst, Rich Barris, the People's Pundit, who's simply the best polling analyst out there, bar none, he didn't mince words when he tweeted out, this Pew Research poll is a landslide for Donald Trump. I repeat, a landslide. And it gets even more extraordinary when you look at the demographics breakdown. Trump is winning the white male vote by 20 points. I'm going to say that again. Trump is winning the white male vote by 20 points and the white female vote by 10 points. Now, why is that so significant? Because in 2020, Trump was leading Biden among white voters by just 7 points, 49 to 42. But now, on average, he's beating Harris by twice that, 54 to 40. That's a 14-point lead over Kamala among white voters. But then take a look at what Trump is amassing with the Christian vote. 82% of white evangelicals are supporting Trump, along with 52% of Catholics. Among white Catholics in particular, Trump is crushing it with 61% support. And so what we're seeing from Pew is a confirmation, a corroboration that the white vote is virtually all in on Trump. And to make matters even worse, even more dire for Kamala, voting's already started in North Carolina with vote by mail. It started a few days back over the weekend. And the numbers are coming in. And what do you know? In North Carolina, the vote by mail electorate in 2024 is turning out to be much more white and much more Republican than in 2020. Blacks were 16% of mail-in ballot requests in 2020. That number's dropped to just 12%. And again, to make matters even worse, more blacks are voting Trump than ever before, upwards of 20%. So less blacks are voting. At the same time, more are voting for Trump in an election that's seeing more white and Republican voting than in 2020, with whites doubling their support for Trump. And also notable is when it comes to the Jewish vote, Kamala is getting the lowest level of Jewish support of any Democrat since 1988. Yes, since Dukakis. And I need not remind you what happened in that election. Now, again, what we're seeing here is the consistent erosion of Democrat margins. Remember, Trump doesn't have to win the Jewish vote. He doesn't have to win the black vote. He doesn't have to win the Latino vote. What Trump has consistently been doing now for the last year, what makes Trump stronger today than he's ever been, is he's maximized his own support, his own base from 2016 and 2020, which are primarily the rural working class voters. More rural working class voters are coming out to support Trump than ever before, either in 2016 or 2020. He has maximized his own base, while at the same time he's minimizing the Democrats' margins. He's maximizing his own base and he's minimizing Democrats' margins. Trump has a record number of non-white working class voters, blacks and Latinos, voting for him, such that the margins that the Democrat needs with those voters implode. So this has been the secret sauce of Trump's surge and formidability over the last several months. And now we're seeing it even among Jewish voters. And that leads to the second interesting takeaway from this one particular demographic. Remember, we've been tracking for the last several months now how there really is a very real civil war erupting inside the Democrat Party. Well, it's already erupted. And it's a civil war between the pro-Palestinian progressives on the one side and the pro-Israeli liberals on the other. And it's absolutely wreaking havoc on the Democrats' electability in this presidential race. Look at this, gang. Not only is Kamala doing worse among Jewish voters than any Democrat presidential candidate in nearly 40 years, look at this. She's now trailing behind Green Party candidate Jill Stein among Muslim voters in every single battleground state, but most particularly in the 3 states of Arizona, Wisconsin, and ding, 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 Michigan. Michigan has the highest density of Muslim voters in the nation, like we see in the city of Dearborn, which has an all-Muslim city council. They're not voting for Kamala, even though she needs them to win Michigan. When all is said and done, this latest Pew Research poll is an absolute disaster for Kamala. And the Democrats know it. Make no mistake, they know it. That's why I would not be surprised if in the next few weeks you see massive amounts of money funneled away from the Kamala campaign and pumped into the down-ticket Senate and House races as to avoid a total annihilating blowout come November. We'll certainly be keeping a very close eye on how things develop, but make no mistake, this is a huge development in this election, one that has the Democrats absolutely panicked. It even has some Democrats putting on a Trump hat.